First and foremost, what is Christie's Ventures?
Caroline, thank you for having me. I think Christie's Ventures is our effort at trying to put our investments where our intent is. Right? We've been in the art world for 257 years. We've seen technology pass through these doors and doors across our 46 different offices for centuries. And we've had founders, creators, influencers tell us about everything they were building. That's deal flow. That's what venture capital is all about. And especially after the Beeple auction in 2021, we had everyone who was building anything sending us pitch decks, sending us information about how cool their product was versus all the other products. And I just thought that was the right moment for the first time in our history where Christie's was recognized as someone who was adopting technology at its very earliest stage. And so the venture capital arm allows us to capitalize on some of those deals and really invest in companies that come across our desk.
Well, I'm pretty sure post-Beeple, Web3 became a really focal point, but we were just looking at some of your portfolio companies there, and there's also holographic technology. What are the other intersections that you feel really benefit Christie's?
Yeah, we have 4 pillars that we look at from Christie's Ventures' vantage point. One, as you mentioned, holograms. We look at hardware that helps people consume art better wherever they are in the globe. So holograms is a way we've replicated masterpiece objects like Degas and Giacometti's in photorealistic fashions in holograms. We looked at Web3, of course, that's around 10 to 15% of our portfolio, mostly focused on fundamental picks and shovels sort of investments. So you looked at a company that we work with called Manifold Technologies that helped us, Christie's, build our own on-chain auction platform that we use today. We're looking at AI and data because, again, with 300 years of being in business, we have tremendous amounts of data and knowledge that we can encapsulate. And finally, fintech. People think buy now, pay later is a huge innovation, which it is, but we've been doing that since the dawn of Christie's. Like, people do buy paintings and pay over time. So from the consumer point of view, we look at these 4 pillars and others as technology evolves around us.
What's so interesting, we go back to those heady days of 2021 when Beeple's NFT reached 69 million, and we all just sat up and sort of gasped. And now the world is very different. NFT prices have plummeted. You are all about creating value, continuing value. And when you see companies, interestingly, what Gucci's going to be at your event later today, the summit, how are brands thinking about Web3 and NFTs as something that isn't losing value but can actually build loyalty?
No, I think that's a great question. I think when Beeple came about, I think the interest levels just skyrocketed. And I think over the last 6, 7, 9 months, they've sort of stabilized. Whether you look at the overall crypto ecosystem, things have stabilized at a level. Whether this is the new level or not, I'm not the expert at it. But in terms of brands, I think brands have found this as a new way to engage communities, whether it's the communities that follow artists, whether it's the communities that follow a certain tech trend. And I think brands have to keep themselves innovative as they have to sort of evolve themselves. They can't maintain status quo. So I think this technology specifically allows them to evolve with the trends in the market. And that's how I see brands using them. And I think this Gucci auction is an example where they're working directly with artists to curate a very fashion-forward sale called Future Frequencies, where artists are exploring generative art and generative AI and as it would apply to fashion. So I think the intersection is quite interesting there.
Let's talk about that, the generative AI element, because well, there must also, as much as there's interest, there must be quite a bit of fear. We think of people worrying about copyright. We think about artists and authors and those that are creating, ultimately worried about, well, the democratization of their workspace. How is this something that Christie's is thinking?
No, I think that's also a great question. I think the way I see it and the way we at Christie see it is any new technologies is going to come with its sort of learning cycle. Right? It's going to come with its own sort of interest cycle, but then its learning cycle. So we see as our role being the sort of neutral party that brings together academics, regulators, artists, technologists, business leaders at this conference. Again, I'll do a plug for the conference. The reason we do this is because no one alone is going to solve any of these challenges, whether it's hallucination of AI or whether it's the ethics around using other people's sort of content. I think with AI specifically to your question, I see it as augmenting intelligence rather than artificially replacing intelligence. I think that's where I think improving the productivity of creators as well as other human beings is where I see AI fitting in.
Yeah.
And that's sort of the theme of the 2 days. Like, how does some of this technology apply to artists' lives?
Less than a minute left, Devang. The companies you invest in, where are they being built? How international are you?
Yeah, no, we have companies from Vancouver, Canada to Australia. So we're covering the entire spectrum of the globe.